moment that all you Clay Aiken fans have been waiting for. They've been waiting for you, Clay.
Okay, well, that's nice of them.
You said
you should be in bed now.
I know, it's very early.
Yes.
Are you is it hard to stay up?
I've got a little bit better at it. I've done most every morning this week, so I'm okay. But this is Saturday. You're supposed to sleep in on Saturday.
I know, but we're doing it all differently. So, Tried and True, your new album, how exciting for you is this to come back with this album that also has a bit of a personal element to it as well?
Well, it's personal because it's really what I've wanted to do for a long time. And I came off of Idol, and I ended up with, being given songs for different pop albums and whatnot. And excuse me, it's early. I just had
It's okay, I'm feeling you. Don't worry.
I had a lot of pop songs that were handed to me for this, that, and the other, and I've always really wanted to sing these classic melodies and do this classic sound. Some of the best songs I think ever written were written in the 40s, 50s, 60s, early 70s, and so we really wanted to hone in on just some of the best singer songs, and that's what we've done.
But how did you choose all of them? I mean, there's so many great icons out there.
The biggest trouble was choosing them because it was hard to pick from, hundreds of really great songs. Some of them have are personally significant to me. Some of them are really just songs I've always wanted to sing. Some of them, when you hear right away, that's just a classic melody that I want to be able to sing. And we base them all on if they were something that I enjoyed and I felt was right for my voice, if they were something that I'd ever want to sing again live and do and continue to perform. There have been songs on other albums that I've really had almost no desire to ever sing again. So doing this particular album, every song is something that I love and I want to sing again at some point.
And there's some songs that you wanted to perform on Idol that you didn't get to, I hear.
Oh, right. Well, I did Moon River. I was going to do Moon River on Idol years ago, and it was movie night, and I was struggling with what song to pick, and the executive producer at the time said, you should sing Moon River, Moon River, Moon River, Moon River. But some of the other people were saying, well, you don't want to be too theatrical, that'll make you sound theatrical, don't do that. So I ended up going with another song, but I always kind of regretted not doing Moon River, and Nigel Lithgow was the one who was after me to do it, so I guess I owe it to him this particular time, that that song is for him in a way, and for me somehow too.
And you have collaborations also on it.
Yeah, we wanted to grab folks from different genres. David Sanborn's from the jazz world, Linda Eder from the theater world, which I had dipped my toe into about a year before.
I saw you in the musical.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say thank you. Might have hated me.
No, you were fabulous.
Linda Eder came from that world, and then Vince Gill, of course, comes from the country world. So we wanted to take people from different genres and different places and try to include them.
So is this something different for fans, you think?
It's definitely different from the last few that I've done, but at the same time, it's new. It's not different because it's what I think most people expect to hear from me and what I do best and what's really a home for me. So different from the most recent stuff, yes, but different from me, no.
Are you going to be going on tour with Ruben also?
Ruben and I are going out on tour this summer for a few weeks. We haven't done that in a long time. We've been waiting for years to say we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this. But finally we decided, you know what, let's stop fooling around and let's pick a date and let's do it. And so we've done it.
And so why do you want to come back together? Why now?
Well, it's not about why now. Like I said, why now is because,
it worked out, and you have your new album.
But he's one of my favorite people in the world, and I've always wanted to work with him, and I love watching him perform. He's one of the most infectious performers I know, and we just, we have a great time together. So,
do you keep in touch in between?
Oh yeah, we've stayed in touch throughout the entire past 7 years. I think arguably we're probably the two people who became the best friends off of that show ever. So.
That's interesting. Yeah, Diana DeGarmo actually was here last weekend. So it's like we keep getting all the great Idol alums here on Backstage Live. Okay. And so we have some fan questions. Okay. Should we go to those? Because we love the fans. Well, don't worry.
Some of them are tough.
No.
Some tough questions.
All right, so we have Lillian Sawyer, who asks, is Clay still involved with UNICEF, and are there any future trips planned?
Yeah, I'm definitely still involved with UNICEF. They sometimes they send people overseas, and I've spent the past 7 years doing probably more overseas visits than most other ambassadors have done, and we'll do one again. I'm doing some things for them stateside in the next couple of months. Obviously, I'm not abandoning it. It's one of the most important causes I think I've ever worked with. A specific overseas trip, I'm not sure about right now. We don't have any planned, and usually we plan them a good deal in advance. So I would assume that right now we don't have any because I'm busy with the album and the tour and so many other things.
One thing at a time. let's continue whipping over this iPad. Do you have an iPad?
I do.
You like it?
But I don't have the fancy sticker.
I know.
Like
this is my producers. All right, Mandler wants to know any chance he and Ruben will continue their duet of "Ain't No Stopping Us Now" from their Idol finale on their tour.
You know, interestingly enough, we're working on the different medleys that we are going to put together, because it is music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and I've had to pin him down and say, listen, dude, we have got to do a decade a day from now on out. We've got to pick the songs. So the 70s was yesterday, and that's on the list. So we'll see now whether or not it gets kicked off by him or gets kicked off by me or somebody else in the process. I don't know, but it is on the list. It's an option. It's something we're talking about.
And so where does it start, the tour? Where
It starts in Asheville, North Carolina.
In July?
July 23rd.
All right. And are you going to be going anywhere internationally at all? Because we have some international fans.
We're in Windsor, Ontario, East Windsor, Ontario, right across the bridge from Detroit.
Nice.
That's our international jaunt right now, but it's a really short tour. Neither one of us had too much time this summer free, so we're going to do a short little tour, kind of polish it, make it right, and hopefully be able to go out again at some point.
Cool. All right. Well, you are great. You're fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to your album out right now, Tried and True. And you can check them out, clayaiken.com, for all the news and updates, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you tweet?
I'm not a tweeter, no.
Gotta ask that.
I'm not a twit, I guess is what I would call it.
Thank you for saying that. Nobody likes that, but I think it's the perfect moniker.
I mean, it's, you know, some people do it and some people don't.
Yeah, I'm not a big deal. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. I think it's like legalized stalking.
It is. It can be scary. You either get into it, it can be addictive.
Yes, it can. So I'm going to pass on that one.
All right. Well, you're great.